Hello everybody, welcome to How to Make Your Wife Happy and Healthy. Chef Barry here with a wonderful dessert recipe that is very tasty. It's not terribly easy to make, but not terribly hard. But don't worry, if you mess up, it'll still taste wonderful because it's a dessert. Want to know what it is? Well, come on everybody, let's get cooking. Today's shout out goes to Jose Hernandez. Thanks, Jose, for the continued support. If you want a shout out in my next video, stay tuned to the end to find out how. Today we're going to make a wonderful dessert called
cheesecake!
And we're going to be using a few kitchen gadgets that you may not have, but that's okay. You can substitute some of your own stuff in it for it instead of the springform pan that we're going to use and make things a little bit easier. Also, there's another episode coming up that shows you how to make the toppings. So make sure you look for that episode as well. If you want to have wonderful toppings, blueberry and raspberry, look for that episode as well. But for now, we're just going to make cheesecake right now.
Yay!
Here are the ingredients. Now I have a special springform pan that is used specifically for cheesecake. Take a look. If you open it up, you can slide it off just like that. This is how cheesecake pans work. So you can slide off the extra crust part easily. If you don't have these, you can use this pie tin, but then you won't be able to separate the edge of the pan from the bottom. Mine's a little old, so we're going to use another ingredient. Wax paper to cover the bottom to keep the bottom looking nice. For the graham cracker crust, 2 cups of finely ground graham crackers, 1 whole stick of butter, 1/2 teaspoon for cinnamon. You can omit this if you're not fond of cinnamon. 1 pound of cream cheese, softened. This cream cheese has been out of the refrigerator for about 5.5 hours, so it's pretty soft by now. 3 eggs. We're going to add each one separately to the cream cheese itself. 1 cup of sugar. 1 pint of sour cream. The zest of 1 lemon. 1 dash of vanilla. First, set your oven to 325 degrees.
You take the butter, you cut it in 2 chunks so it melts faster. And it's sticking to a knife. This is going to take a long time if it's not already thought out. Turn the burner on. Let it melt.
When melting butter, you want to make sure you don't set it too hot, otherwise the butter is going to brown.
Can we use the knife to stir it around?
No. Good question. You should not use a knife to stir it around because that's going to scrape up the sides of the non-stick pan and not make it work as well.
Can we use a spoon to stir it around?
No. You may use a wooden spoon.
This is spoon! Ooh, it's already melted. Cooking classes with Camelia. It's boiling a tiny bit on the sides. It seems like our butter is fully melted already. Okay, turn off burner. Or stove, or whatever you like to call it. I take out, put in big plastic bag, right?
Now I remember.
No, I always remembered. I just wanted to crush it like that.
Oh.
Oh.
To keep the graham crackers from going everywhere, one easy way to crush them is put them in a big plastic bag and beat them like a drum.
No, slap it against the table.
Oh.
That's what we do.
You slap it against the table, or you learn that?
That's what we did last time. Ah! If any of you like to eat your graham crackers dipped in milk, give this video a thumbs up. Ah! Yeah. One down. One to go. It broke already. Get all the air out. And the process begins. You said like a drum. Don't you do a drum this way? You're not gonna help?
I thought you wanted to do it all yourself.
Teddy!
What?
Come over here and beat the graham crackers.
Okay. Well, there we go. See that guy. He's dead. He's so sorry. I have 500, he has 100. He's going to stay happy.
Shh! Now this is how you do it properly. If you didn't know that. He's like Mr. Incredibles or Superman.
Teddy's turn?
Yeah, Teddy, no. Snap.
Oh, look at your hands. my hands hurt so much. Oh. You're
That
gonna hurt me, you know that?
That should be good enough. Okay. Mommy wondering what's going on downstairs. Now, you take all of your butter and do you...
No.
You take some
You put it all into a mixing bowl.
You don't put...
No.
Last time we put this in here and then we did
If
that.
it's leaking, you might have made some holes, so you want to do it in a mixing bowl.
Now, what you want to do is take your graham crackers and pour it all in the bowl. Because there might be some holes after all that smashing. That looks finely grounded enough. Okay, see, the recipe calls for half a teaspoon, but our family lacks cinnamon, so we're dumping ours all in. And then now, you mix. You can see some of that dark brown color. And you try not to spill the graham crackers yet. Now you can't see cinnamon anymore. And now you add in the butter. Doesn't that look oh so good? Now you mix it all together until it's one consistency. Which may take some time. That's some good crust. Tastes like a cheesecake crust. Tastes like graham crackers, which is what it is. Plus butter, plus cinnamon. That looks good enough. And now we put this aside.
So to get our springform pan ready, we're going to take off the outside. Put over the sheet of wax paper.
And slap on the top cover.
Put the top cover back on. And close it back up. Wax paper on the bottom of your springform pan.
Beautiful ballerina.
You can cut off the excess, but you don't want to leave a little on so it stays. But you don't have to, you can just leave it like that.
It's a beautiful ballerina. See, it's a clear tutu. Now, we're gonna spray it with Pam Superior No Stick, which is the bad olive oil flavor that I don't like, but apparently someone does. That's good enough. Put that away. Never touch it again. And now we take our beautiful graham cracker crust and we dump it in. Get it all in there. And you have this beautiful brown mound. So we're going to do something about that. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and smooth it all out. Looks like sand on a beach. It's beautiful. And then you want to take some and scoop it more to the sides so that you can push it onto the sides and it sticks. Just like that. And hopefully it won't come crumbling down yet.
Oh,
Fold and turn, fold
man,
and
no
turn.
triple kill right there.
Our janitor is a bit chatty today.
He's doing really well in the game. He's not bragging anything, but he's in first for a long time.
This part of the crust doesn't like to stay up. So you gotta smash it to the side. And make sure it doesn't fall down. That won't like to stay up either. But you gotta force it on there. Pile it on there. Might not want to stick, that's okay. Okay, our sides are mostly completed, so now take the remaining part of graham cracker, spread it out rather evenly along the bottom. So now it should look like this. Glorious. And then you take a cup or a flat surface like that. And then smash. Smash. And that should be pretty even and flat on the bottom. And now you just make it better. Fix all those tiny imperfections. And that's good. So that should be your crust. Award-winning. Now, I'm going to take your glorious crust and find some room in the refrigerator to stuff it in for about 5 minutes or so. Just take it back out. Open the fridge. Make some room because your fridge is stuffed with food. Take the pan. Put it in already roomy area. Close fridge. Set timer for 5 minutes. And wait. And while you're waiting, make your cheesecake. Right here we have the super duper fancy schmancy bread maker thing. And it'll help us make the cheesecake. So first what you want to do is take your thawed out cream cheese, take a package, and you open it somehow, some way, someday, preferably today. And then just dump the whole thing in. Oh, make sure you get as much cream cheese as possible. Come on. And do not leave the wrapper inside because it won't taste good. The smarter way to do it. Okay. Your cream cheese is in there. And now, wanna put this down. Ooh, that cut right through it. Lock it. And then set it into whatever you want. You want to blend it until it's fully smooth. If it gets stuck inside, you want to just scrape it out so that you have all your cream cheese to go in your delicious cheesecake. And now you must put it back, not that hard, and then lock it and turn it on again. Turn the mixer on low, the lowest setting that you have. And then take one of your eggs and put it inside. Make sure not to get any shells inside. And look at it mix in. Beautiful. I'm just scraping the sides to make sure that the egg gets mixed in all the way. And then you might want to stop it, unlock it, and then scoop out the middle cream cheese. And if you want to give the cream cheese a taste right now, well, you can't because there's raw egg in it. But you could have tasted the cream cheese. That tasted good. Okay, now that that's good, put it down again, lock it, and put it on low. Now that that's smoothly blended, let's go ahead and add in another egg. Just wait till it blends in very smoothly. It looks like one solid color. Again, there's some cream cheese in the middle that's not blended smoothly, so we shall take that out and force it to blend. And hopefully from here on out, it won't go into the middle anymore. Put it on low again. That looks pretty good right now. So let's go ahead and add in yet another egg. There's yet another glop in the middle. It's a different color.
Too. the bowl.
Get that glop in there. You might want to just take the cream cheese on the sides and put them in the mixture. They want to be fun part of the party. That's going to go in our mouths. There may be some extra cream cheese stuck to the bottom. That's fine, just scrape it in. Lock it again. And put it on low. Now that looks pretty blended. So you're gonna take your sugar and scoop out a full cup. You want to add in maybe that much for now, and you blend it. Might want to add more as it's mixing. You just keep on doing that until it's blended all well. Then gradually add in the last of your sugar. There may be some sugar like on the sides of your mixing bowl. Just take that, scrape it down. Make sure it goes inside. That should be good. And then, now you want to add 1 pint of sour cream. So we're just gonna guesstimate that this is like 2 whole cups, which is like 1 pint, and just dump it in there. Make sure it all goes in, because we want that yummy cheesecake flavor. And that should be all of it. Let's put it down, lock it, and mix it. Now you want to add the lemon zest and the sour cream. No, we already had that lemon zest and the vanilla. We take the lemon and we zest it, which I am not good at. This is not in a good position. its better position. No. If you can eat a lemon with a straight face, give this video a thumbs up, because I can too. I eat it with a happy face. And that's enough for our family, but I want more. But it's for the sake of our family. Look it. I'm gonna do it. That's pretty mixed in there. So now we need our vanilla. How much do you ask?
A dash. How much do you want?
A dash of vanilla? Well, vanilla can be really overpowering if you add a lot. So, we're going to add, I think, you do it.
Alright, that's gonna be a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla.
That's all.
Okay, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. But any more than that, I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah. The delightful smell of vanilla. If you want, you can even get the vanilla bean like slice it, but no, too complicated. Lock. Spin. We're gonna let that spin for a while. That looks pretty good. Comes out nice and liquidy. Now it's time to add it to our glorious pan. Open fridge. Take out before said glorious pan. And place on counter. We were actually supposed to set a timer for 5 minutes, but here's our glorious, glorious graham cracker crust. And now we need to unlock this or something. There we go. Make sure this doesn't drip. Okay. And then we take it. It's too heavy for me to hold. So we let Chef Barry do it. And we dump it in. And then you want to scoop out all the good stuff. Because the more, the better. No, you hold it. I guess I'm holding it now. Yes. That's a lot of leftover cheesecake in here. So be sure to empty it. And that probably wasn't such a good idea to put cheesecake on the side. Give this video a thumbs up if you think sous chef Camelia should take over. And then leave Barry to just have the name of the channel. That should be enough. And now, you can't really scrape the sides, so you do that. And that's your cheesecake. But wait, there's more. You have to bake it in the oven for 45 whole entire minutes before you can eat it. Dreadful. A glorious cheesecake. Oh, it's heavy. Do not spill. Handle with caution. Take it and you place it on the oven. The wax paper may look funky, but it's fine. Close the oven. Set timer. 45 minutes. Start. And it's glorious. Cheesecake timer. Yay. The cheesecake looks good and smooth. Stop that. Woo! And it smells great in here. Take towel. Make sure not to burn self. The cheesecake is still really watery and wobbly inside.
It's supposed to be.
It is?
Supposed to be doing.
Okay. Apparently it's supposed to be jiggly, so we're good. Now, take out. How do we take it out? There's no handles. Ooh, that's heavy. And then we let this cheesecake cool by itself outside for about 30 minutes. After that, we'll stick it in the fridge and it'll freeze overnight.
Yes, it does.
Is it recording? Okay. You want to take a knife, go around the edge and make sure it doesn't stick to the pan when you pull it out. The top might crumble a bit, but that's fine, because it's all part of the cheesecake, and cheesecake tastes good, especially this one. Okay, that should be good. And now we need to, okay, so that the cheesecake inside doesn't split as it cools, we just go around the edge. So after we wait 20 more minutes after that 10, which equals 30, quick maths, we put it into the fridge in the spot we already had for it. Glorious fruit. And let that chill for 4 hours or overnight. Now that our cheesecake has been cooling overnight, we shall unbuckle this thing that releases the outer edge. And we lift it up. And it should look like that. Cheesecake. The top crust around the outside was too high, so
So we just cut it around and took those and crumbled it on top.
Okay, so the proper way to cut a cheesecake is to find the center and cut a slice. The crust might crumble, but that's okay. And then you want to dip your knife in water before cutting again. Why do we do that, you ask? I don't know. Ask our dad.
The water is to keep the cheesecake from sticking to the knife.
That's a big slice of cheesecake. Make sure your knife doesn't cut into the wax paper before lifting up your cake. Beautiful slice of cheesecake.
Okay.
Okay. Blueberry topping. Whoosh on top. There. And now raspberry topping. Okay.
This cheesecake is very creamy and smooth, and you get some texture from the graham cracker, and it's a little lemony, which I like.
Wow, that's a cheesecake. See why Lee wanted to go first this time. It's like really creamy and soft. It's like a really soft yogurt. It's like it's really good with the granola on the top and the granola on the bottom. And cheesecake just tastes like cheesecake.
Happy Healthy Wow, Chef Barry here, reminding you to slice through that like button, just like Chef Camelia expertly sliced through our cheesecake. Please leave your comments down below, commenting on what do you think about cheesecake and what might be your favorite topping. If within those comments you can slip the word jalapeno glaze inside, you'll have a chance at a shout out in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to be notified of all my new videos that come out on Mondays. Thanks for watching. Have a happy and healthy day.